Good evening and welcome to tonight's session. Okay, so this is going to be a brief one, roughly 30 minutes. Yeah, so I definitely would not I wouldn't exert your brain too much today. But tonight we are going to have a simple, straightforward discussion. Okay, I want you to understand some things that are very, very, very essential for you to for you to know. Yes, and that is about self-care and your personal health. It's good to talk about wealth and fitness. I mean, wealth and career and purpose and passion and vision and all that. It's good to take care of your business, take care of your family, take care of everything that you want to take care of. But then it's also important to prioritize yourself in the process. Okay, it's also important to take care of you, you. A lot of people go to do these things. They go to do business, they go to do impact, they go to do influence and all the things you see out there, all the things that are visible to the eyes. They do all those things, right? But they forget themselves in the process. I'll start by telling you a story that a professional I met today while coming back. We work in the same hospital. So she told me that when she started taking life more seriously was when she almost fainted when seeing a patient. She was seeing a patient, and next thing, she was fainting, she was falling. And the patient was the one who discovered that and called her attention and sought for help, you know. And she told me that at the end of the day, the hospital could only give her 2 days as sick leave to take care of herself and come back to work. So she was now saying that at that point, she had to ask herself a deep question. She had to re examine everything and judge for herself. So, if at the end of the day, this thing happens to me, this is all they can give me to rest and take care of myself. That was pathetic. And from that moment going forward, she decided to make her time and her health priority. So that's why we are here tonight. Okay. So today, what I'm going to be doing is I'll do a general overview, a general introduction. Let me see if I can bring out the okay. Let me post a comment and see if I can bring out these topics here. So let me know if you are following. Let me know if you are following. Let me know if you are following me and you can hear me clearly. And one other thing I want you to do is to go to the group and let other people know that we are live. So tonight I'll be doing an introduction. You can see the topics in the chat. I'll be doing an introduction of these things and having a conversation around it. Okay? So we are going to talk about personal health and self-care. How do you take care of yourself? How do you ensure that you are sane mentally, psychologically, physically, even while you carry about your day-to-day activities? Even while you are trying to build that network, build that influence, do this and do that, market this and market that. Let me tell you one thing. Being a business person or an entrepreneur or somebody with an entrepreneurial mind, huh? Being a career person, being a professional in a country like Nigeria is not an easy task. We have to be fair and square. It's not an easy task. in the sense that that people, I mean, some people can be very difficult. Some people can be very difficult, and if you're not careful, you would allow that dragging and squishing, and you know you allow that hot coal to to be absorbed in you. So you meet a patient, not a patient, you meet a client or a prospect who just wants to frustrate your life. And that can translate into a lot of things for you. And at the end of the day, you start feeling inadequate, or you start getting unnecessarily tired. As a salesperson, you try to sell and try to sell and try to sell, and maybe one period you are not, I mean, it's not coming to to how do I put it? It's not coming to you the way you want it. It's not meeting up with you are not meeting up with your expectations in terms of sales. And at the end of the day, you start feeling bad. You start feeling it starts getting to your mental health. So how do you stay sane despite all of these things? You try and try and try and try online, and try and try and try all you can. Next thing, somebody who you started earlier than, just comes, and then they post something, and boom, 1 million likes, 100,000 likes, and all. You post your own, all the things you post and try to create content, and at the end of the day, it's as if it's just you and your family members liking your content. Sometimes it gets, these things are real things that are happening to you. Sometimes it gets to you, but you don't know how to tackle it squarely. Don't know if you can relate with all these things I'm saying. It should be, I'm trying to break it down. I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible. Okay? So you need to definitely care for yourself. You need to definitely, sometimes you need to be selfish to be selfless. You need to be selfish to be selfless, in the sense that sometimes you need to go inside and allow yourself ventilate, breathe, heal, rebuild yourself, regenerate, so that you have enough energy to give out. Don't say, I'm doing it because I'm passionate about this, I'm passionate about this. And every time you're out there, no, sometimes you've got to get out of the space to go and heal. You have to think about yourself and yourself alone. Yes, you have to think about you. You can't be going through emotional trauma and you are out there online shouting this one, the other one, inspire yourself and aspire yourself and whatever you think you are doing. Sometimes you need to get out of the space and go and heal from your own scars before you come out again. You owe nobody any explanation or apology. Yes. How do you build and develop healthy habits? How do you develop that habit, like deciding to do exercise, or deciding to drink more water, take less carbonated drinks and all? It starts from your mind. It starts from knowing what you want as an individual. It starts from influencing yourself, telling yourself exposing yourself to information that will transform your life. What are the risks of these things I'm doing? So I'll be stating a lot of things tonight. A lot of the things we are doing are very risky, but because we are not taking note of them, we are not facing them squarely, we just let them keep going. Let me tell you one thing. You know the reason why a lot of people are in the intensive care unit today? Do you know the reason why a lot of people are in the mortuaries today, or suffering from lifelong chronic conditions today? Misplaced priorities and bad habits. So you see people, they have a habit of smoking or drinking alcohol, too much alcoholic beverages. Some people, they are addicted to junk food and all that. You are harming your body, you are harming your heart, you are harming your brain. I saw somebody who has been, he said, for the past how many years, he has been taking at least 2 to 3 bottles of Coke every single day, and he was happily sharing it. The person who said that happens to be a health professional. Sometimes we ignore some things with very terrible consequences. The reason why today there's an epic rise of kidney diseases and kidney infections and liver diseases is because we have been overloading our organs. We've been overloading our internal organs. In the days of our fathers, they didn't have Coca Cola, they didn't have Fanta, they didn't have Sprite. A lot of things they consumed were natural, from natural sources. But today, you turn left, you see this one, you turn right, you see suya, you turn here, you see one thing, you turn the other way, you see another piece of junk, you turn this way, it's Coke, you turn this way, it's Fanta, all those things. We're overloading our systems. You have to come to the point where you realize that, see, for you to do long term, for you to succeed eventually, your health has to be intact. See, when you eventually, if anything happens, God forbid, and you break down, your money, your WhatsApp group, your Facebook community will not be in the top of your list of worries. Those things will just fade gradually. For you to deliver and make the kind of impact you want to make, you have to ensure that your health is intact, that you are making the right choices, you are building the right habits. You can break it down, start from small. You know, I remember there was a point of my life I tried, okay, let me see, I can go without Coke for one day, all these carbonated drinks, I can go without it for one day, I can go without it for 2 days. Let me just try. Well, if I don't buy this, I'll save money and I'll use the money to do this. I can drink water, or I can go for a more natural alternative like Zobo or soya milk or whatever that I know is from a clean source. So, you understand? So, those are the things that you need to know. But habits, you can decide to take it little by little. That's how habits are built. Little by little, in a way that it will not overwhelm you. Say, okay, every morning when you wake up, you should do 15 minutes of exercise. Don't worry about jumping to 1 hour or 2 hours. It's not your business at the point when you are starting. But you can say, okay, let me do 15 minutes of exercise, bodily movements. You know, you could even be walking. Let me walk up to this point and then walk back. Just 15 minutes of walking. Come back, take my bath and prepare for work or school. You know, even if you see, it doesn't. That's why I added physical activity here. You don't have to. Everything doesn't have to be planned, but there are some adjustments you can make to your life. You can decide to follow the elevator less. You can decide to, don't be too quick to jump into the elevator. Use the elevator less, get on the stairs and climb. Okay? When you when you're coming back from work or from anywhere, ensure that you don't stop directly in front of your house. Give yourself some trekking distance. Maybe walk to the nearest Can you hear me now? Okay. So somebody called me, and that was what threw me out of the room. Let's kick off. Let's continue. So I was talking about, physical activity. Physical activity. There are different things you can do to hack your body into exercising. Ensure to engage in more movement. You can register in a fun sports club or something, maybe badminton, indoor games, table tennis, or something, anything you like that helps you to move. Movement is food to the body, to the joints, to the bones. Okay, don't be that person that will just sit down in front of the television for hours. Don't be that person that will sit down in one place doing nothing for hours. You have to learn to move. Don't sit down for too long. And of course, if you are sitting down, don't be sitting down with slouch postures. On a good day, I'll do a very sound training on posture. But when you sit, occasionally stand up and stretch. Even movies go on breaks. Movies, they go on breaks. So remind yourself whenever there's a break, an advert or something, let it be a reminder to you that I should stand up and stretch. I wrote it on my status one time that poor posture, hmm? Poor posture, just the fact that somebody stays in a bad position and is watching movie 3 hours every day, doing that repetitively, that is a very big risk to spinal cord injuries, to injuring your spinal cord. And you don't want that. Okay. So occasionally, while you sit, occasionally, every 30 to 45 minutes, get up, stretch, move around. One of the things I will give you as a secret, as an expo, is whenever you receive a phone call, let it be a reminder for you to stand up and move around. So never take a phone call sitting or lying down. This is if you know you want to improve your physical activity levels. Okay. If you've not been moving around, if you've not been every time you are sitting in one place, and sometimes maybe you're already having pain of one sort or the other, whenever you have a phone call, remind yourself, get up and stretch and move around. This is what Coach CJ said. Okay, so good. There are many other things you can do to improve your physical activity levels. Many other things you can do. You can decide to start doing chores yourself. This is particularly, I know, okay, there's no mother or father here. Now, for a lot of parents, especially in this part of the world, in Africa, so you see a lot of people that they believe that the reason why they are giving birth to children is so that when they are coming up, once they reach 50, 60, their children will turn to their slaves or their servants. Hmm? So, Junior, come upstairs. Junior will come upstairs. Take this remote in my left hand, put it in my right hand so I can press it. Come on now. Come on now. That's part of the reasons a lot of people are their bodies are not in good conditions because they are not moving. They want everybody to do everything for them, you know. So you have to understand this and move more. Do your chores. Decide to do chores yourself. Decide to do things yourself. Move around, engage. And while you are doing tasks, while you are going to work, doing your job and all, do it with a cheerful heart. Do it happily. Don't do it grudgingly. They have two different effects. When you are doing something you don't love and you are murmuring and you are angry, you are bitter, you are sad, your body is interpreting it as stress because of the kind of hormones you are releasing. The brain is signaling the body to release. That's stress hormone. Suprarenal from the suprarenal glands. This one is a lot of biological jargons, but just to mention, you're releasing cortisol hormones. When you are doing stuff you don't like and you are doing it grudgingly, the body interprets it as stress, and stress is not good for the body. It weakens you, it makes you age faster. But when you are doing what you are doing and you are happy, you are smiling, even if you're not so happy, pretend that you are. Eventually, you start catching the gist. You are doing what you love, what you enjoy. The body interprets it as good movement, and good movement is good for the body. You get exercise benefits from that. Okay, so that's it. Let me talk a bit about work life balance. Work life balance. What do I mean? Balance is not necessarily, we're not talking about 50-50 here, or 20-20-20, or 30-30-30. No, that's not what we are talking about. Work life balance is just a theory to emphasize that you need a form of peace or bliss in different aspects of your life and your work. Okay, so you shouldn't, because of work, because of your career, you should not neglect your family. You know what matters most to you? What matters the most? What is at the top of your list? It could be your spiritual life, it could be your family members, it could be anything. So whatever it is that matters to you, you need to be able to make out time for those things. One of the ways you make out time for those things is by eliminating things that don't really matter to you. Eliminating and eliminating and eliminating. Okay? Mhm. Welcome, Christy. You eliminate things that don't really matter so much to you, right? Now, ensure that you make out time to rest intentionally. It may be hard. I can tell you from personal experience, it is hard. But make out time to hang out with friends, talk with family, exchange ideas, hang out, have fun once in a while. Okay? Have fun with sane people, sane friends. One of the ways and understand what fun means to you. This is one of the things that will help you when we talk about attaining work-life balance. Find out what fun means to you. Don't feel guilty if fun to you does not mean what it means to other people. Don't feel bad when people ask you what do you do for fun and you say reading and teaching. You say learning and educating people or public speaking. And they're like, no, 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 this is still work. What do you actually do for fun? No, your fun must not be watching movies. How do you get that creative release? That sense of emotional bliss, of rest. How do you get it? For me, it's by hanging out with friends. It could be by playing. It's also by teaching and learning, taking online courses. Leave me in a room, lock me. I get on a live session when people will remember that I exist. They will start using call to haunt my life, but it's fine. Please let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, like I was saying, Okay, I'm back now. I'm back now. So I was talking about work-life balance and understanding what fun means to you. You know, understand what fun is to you. What is your definition of fun? Is it watching movies? Is it watching what kind of movie? What kind of movie makes you happy when you are done watching it? You don't feel guilty that you've lost a lot of time. You know, it could be watching educational content or watching educational videos on YouTube or something like that. You know, getting new knowledge. That could be your own way of getting that release. And it's very important. Okay. So hanging out with friends is good. Draft out of the norm things that you should be doing more. One of the ways I also get that release is by going for conferences. So you see me in conferences, I always make fun kind of beneficial for me in one way or the other. Please have fun. It's not bad. You are young, even if you are not young, because I know some people who will be listening to this. In fact, you are young. As long as you are listening to this, you are young. It doesn't matter what your age is, you are young in your mind. Okay. So good. You should have fun. You deserve to have fun. You deserve to have a life outside of work. I agree, you know. But if that fun to you is clearly and simply still something that benefits, I mean that upgrades you, it's fine. It's completely perfect. Okay. So we talk about mental health, coping and stress management strategies. Find the ways you relieve stress. It could be by staying out of work, even mental health issues. It could be by staying out of the social media space. Sometimes you come online, you are so bothered because you see people who are doing better than you and are just trying to rub it on your face that they are doing better and you are just there. You know, a lot of marketers trying to use manipulative marketing strategies and slamming you on the face that, oh, you are broke, you don't have money, you don't do this, you don't do that. A lot of information. There's an overload of stimulation on the social media space. Okay, so you need to now step out sometimes and decide within yourself. I have to find my own way of coping with these things. How do I survive the pressure? How do I? Okay, how do I survive that pressure that is coming my way? It may mean stepping out for a while and resting. It may mean telling yourself that you know what you are, you understand your value, you understand. I tell you this a lot. I say to all of you that are my mentees, I tell you this a lot. There's a jungle where you are king. Find that jungle and dominate it. There's always a jungle you are the king. So it doesn't matter what any other person is achieving. Let them do well. Wonderful. Congratulations to them. But that shouldn't affect your own self-esteem. That shouldn't affect you. You should only draw a form of inspiration from the fact that, yeah, they are humans and they are growing. If they can do it, you can too. So, yes, you're all young. So, like I was saying, decide, and that's going to help you so much when it comes to coping. How do you cope? Do you need to take a break from the online space? Do you need to mute some people and unmute some people? Don't be afraid to block. I am a blockaholic. There's a way you post and I don't like how you are posting. Instead of worrying myself too much, block. You post nonsense and post nonsense and block. There's this guy I respected so much during the election period. He kept supporting the candidates that I mean, not that I was. He kept supporting a criminal as a candidate. Some of you already have an insight to what I was saying. You know, may God give you understanding. He kept supporting openly, and I did not. I had a conversation with him over the issue, and at some point, I just realized that this person is just troubling people everywhere, just making noise, and just for personal gain and all. I blocked him. My respect for him died that moment. I blocked him. Now, why did I block him? I didn't want to be seeing anything from him. I was tired. Just carry your wahala and go. You know, he will insult my candidate, insult for no reason. And what he's saying does not even make sense. He's just there making noise. So I blocked him. And he was pushing this anti-Igbo agenda. He was kind of hating on Igbo people and putting on his status. I blocked the guy. He should go and rest in my block industry. I'm even offering him sweet employment. This country that is hard. So I gave him a job in my block industry and he has been working there till today. So how do you preserve your peace of mind? Sometimes you may need to block, sometimes you may need to mute, sometimes you may need to unfollow, right? And when you do that, don't feel guilty about it at all. Don't feel guilty. Okay? You decide. Know when you need what and why. Who do you need to run to? How do you get help? How do you reach out to experts? If there's something bothering you so much, please learn to open up, learn to be vulnerable, learn to talk with people. By God's grace, you have a mentor that you can talk to, okay? Or you have a leader somewhere you can open up to. This is what's bothering you. Somebody you trust, you really, really, really trust. And know when to seek professional help. Don't say, no, this one is happening to me. So, no, it can't be me. It can never be me. God cannot allow, God forbid. No, God has also set these systems in place to help you. If it were by God cannot, hunger is a bad thing. We would have just said, in the mighty name of Jesus, food appear in my belly and digest now. Strength come by proxy, just come right now. Amen. Boom. Food will appear in your tummy. But you have to still eat. You have to go to the person selling bread and buy food and drink tea. You have to go to that cafeteria and buy beans and plantain and enjoy. You have to go and buy fufu in the market so that you can combine with the egusi you cooked in your house and have a wonderful delicacy. You still have to depend on these structures. So don't demonize getting help or seeking help when you need help. You need to see an expert, know when to go. Reach out, cry out for help, and you will surely get help. Okay? So yes, these are the things that I decided to share with us tonight. I know it's been a quick one. Kemi, yes, you know the person. So yes, yes. We're done for tonight. We're done for tonight. I told you it's 30. We'll spend about 30 minutes, so we spent 36. Good, good. If you have any questions within the next 3-4 minutes, please drop it in the comment section. Drop it in the comment section. I hope this made sense, and I hope you got something from this. I hope you got something from this. Yes. You're enjoying the flow, Abby. My eyes are even closing. I'm tired. I'm tired. My eyes are closing. I have one more session for no two. In fact, I have two training sessions to deliver and two training programs to attend. One is already ongoing. I am not attending. Later I'll watch the replay. That's also part of how I take care of myself. Thank you, Kemi. Thank you, Christy. There. Good. So I'm not attending the two training sessions I'm meant to attend, and I don't feel guilty one bit. Nobody will flog me. I have informed them that I cannot make myself available. I have other things that are taking my time at that period. My inner circle, I cannot negotiate it. I can't negotiate. I have to be present. Yes, I have to be present. So I'll watch their replay. Then which other thing? The other one. Hmm. Starting at the same time. So I have to let them know. Then this training I'm going to go into, that will be 8:20. They will call me in. So I'll be stepping in by 8:20. And I won't even spend so much time there. I won't spend so much time. But of course, the time is not it's not about time, it's about value. I'm going there to go and pour the value and then exit to come and sleep. I really need to. So that's it. That's it. I implore all of you to do what you should do. Okay, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. You're not in a marathon or sprint race with people, with other people, with anybody. Okay, so don't feel so much pressure. Pressure is good sometimes, right? It's good sometimes. So that's when it's applied well and responded to well. Okay, but don't say, because this person is doing it this way and is making this amount of money, let me rush and do this one, let me rush and let me not rest and all. No, 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 don't do unhealthy comparison and unhealthy competition. Okay, know yourself, know your lane, know what you want to do, what you want to achieve and how you want to achieve it. Set your own goals, set your timelines, and flow. Okay, definitely you do amazingly well. All the best. And don't forget that I love you and I want the best for you. Have a wonderful night rest. Bye. Thank you. Thank you so much, Christy. Thank you.